Good morning to all of you. I welcomes to all in our lecture series on mechanics, that is your core paper 2, and we are discussing unit 4 belongs to oscillation. In our last class we have been discussed about last class we have been discussed up to potential energy and its derivation, and we found that the potential energy is nothing but the so called work done on the particle. So amount of work done which we are going to do on this particle or body to take from its original position to some other point, that much amount of work done will be stored inside this spring as a potential energy. So in detail we have been discussed up to this much, and also in our last class we have been discussed about kinetic energy, acceleration and velocity. In today's class we are going to be discuss about the total energy of particle in simple harmonic motion will be how much? It will be represented by E equal to kinetic energy plus potential energy. So we got the kinetic energy is equal to half m omega square a square minus x square. Potential energy we got how much? Half m omega square x square. Okay, so hence total energy E will be how much? Half m omega square a square. So this is our total energy of a particle which is in simple harmonic motion. Okay, then we have to go for the discussion of average value of kinetic energy and potential energy. So first we have to discuss about average kinetic energy. Here two examples I drawn. One is simple pendulum and another is vibration of a mass which is attached with a spring. Here you can see one thing, that the velocity of this bob is maximum at here, at mean position. This is the mean position or equilibrium position we can say. So here the velocity is maximum, and here at the extreme position, this point, at this point the velocity is 0. That means the velocity is not constant throughout the one oscillation. Suppose we are going to be consider the particle starts motion from this side to highest position, again come back to the origin, again going back to its highest position, and again come back to the original position. Along that path the velocity is not constant, velocity is going to be vary. Likewise you can also analyze this situation. If this is the original position or x is equal to 0 our your equilibrium position, and it is oscillates along x axis, and this is the amplitude or highest position, positive x axis direction, and this is the amplitude or highest displacement covers along negative x axis direction, then we can found that exactly at x is equal to 0 velocity is maximum, and at here and here at both two extreme positions velocity is going to be 0, velocity is going to be 0. And kinetic energy we know that is straightly depends upon the velocity, half m v square. So hence the velocity is not constant throughout the oscillation. Here we understood by the two examples. So now as velocity is not uniform, hence kinetic energy also not uniform, kinetic energy also is going to be vary if we are going to consider one single oscillation. So here average kinetic energy is nothing but total kinetic energy total kinetic energy in one oscillation divided by time period. So in one oscillation, suppose starts from here, gone to the extremum, again came to the original position, again gone to the extremum, again come back to the original position, or considering one oscillation, the kinetic energy, how much total kinetic energy is going to be add up, whole divided by the total time period, will be nothing but the so-called average kinetic energy. So this can be written as in this format: 0 to t kinetic energy into dt whole divided by t, because here you can see that with increase of time, if the oscillation starts from here, with time its kinetic energy vary, because velocity is vary, kinetic energy also is going to be vary, and also from this example also we can got same thing. So continuously it continuously varies. So only for that the addition is written in the form of integration. The how much time we have to consider, the total time period for one oscillation means total time period is going to be integrate from 0 to t, and kinetic energy is going to be integrate with respect to t, because here we are considering the time in whole oscillation time, one oscillation time. So this will be general expression of average kinetic energy. We are going to evaluate its value, how much we can get. See here, t is time period is constant, can be taken outside, so it can be written as 0 to t kinetic energy into dt. Okay, kinetic energy value we already got. How much that is nothing but is your half m omega square a square minus x square. So but here kinetic energy is integrating with time, but this kinetic energy is the function of the displacement. So we are going to take the kinetic energy with the function of the time. See, if we are going to consider kinetic energy is equal to half mv square in general, and we are going to be put here half m, v value is how much? V value is how much we got? That is a omega cos omega t plus phi and its square. Okay, because we know that the so-called displacement is nothing but a sin omega t plus phi, and its first derivative or velocity will be nothing but a omega cos omega t plus phi. So here this velocity, if we are going to be considered, then here kinetic energy is the function of the time. So this kinetic energy we are going to be substitute over here to find out the average kinetic energy. So now we have to substitute this one. I am going to remove this one. No need now. So it will be equal to 1 by t 0 to t into this much I have to put half m a omega cos omega t plus phi into dt. Okay, into dt this much square a omega cos omega t square into dt. Okay, so this will be how much we can get 1 by t 0 to t half m a square omega square cos square omega t plus phi into dt. Okay, so this can be written as 1 by 2t into m a square omega square 0 to t cos square omega t plus phi into dt. This can be written as m a square omega square. This much can be written as 1 plus cos 2 omega t plus phi whole divided by 2 into dt 0 to t, because we know that cos square theta, because you can write cos square theta can be written as 1 plus cos 2 theta by 2. Okay, now I am going to erase these things. Now how much we can get? You can see that 1 by, here 1 by 2t, here 1 by 2 is there. This 2 can be taken outside, so it will be 4t m a square omega square. Inside the integration we can get two integrals, 0 to t dt and another one 0 to t cos 2 omega t plus phi into dt. Okay, now we can found the second integral value will be 0. See, if you are going to do this integration value, you are going to get the 0. Let's see, 0 to t cos 2 omega t plus phi into dt. Put 2 omega t plus phi as z. Okay, so it will be omega t plus phi will be z by 2. So here omega into dt will be 1 by 2 into dz, right? So dt will be 1 by 2 omega into dz. So here instead of dt we can put this much. Now we have to consider the limit. See, for t equal to 0, for you just see this one, for t equal to 0 z equal to 2 phi. Okay, you put t instead of t 0 over here, then it will be 2 phi. For t equal to capital T, z will be equal to, it will be 2 into omega t plus phi. Okay, so here omega can be written in the form of like this, 2 into omega, we know that this is 2 pi by t into t plus phi, or z will be converted to 2 into 2 4 pi plus 2 phi. Okay, see here t got cancelled, 2 into 2 4 pi 2 phi. Now we have to put all the things for this integration. 0 will be considered as what, 2 phi, and the limit, upper limit will be 4 pi plus 2 phi. Now it will be cos z into dt will be considered as 2 omega into dz, right? So it will be 1 by 2 omega. This cos z integration will nothing but sin z, and this the limit will be 2 phi to 4 pi plus 2 phi, right? Now it will be 1 by 2 omega. You just put sin 4 pi plus 2 phi minus sin 2 phi. Okay, here this will be 1 by 2 omega. Sin 4 pi plus 2 phi is nothing but sin 2 phi minus sin 2 phi. We got 0. So this integral value will be how much? It will be 0. Okay. So now we are going to put the value of this one will be 0 over there. So finally we can get the kinetic energy, average kinetic energy. So kinetic energy average will be 1 by 4t into m a square omega square. This integration will be t into t 0 to t upper integration, lower to upper 0 to t, and this value will be 0, and we found 1 by 4 into t into m a square omega square into, here we can get also t. So we found kinetic energy average will be equal to 1 by 4 into m a square omega square. So this is our average kinetic energy of a simple harmonic motion of a particle. So now I am going to give you the note. You pause the video of that note page and you write down the note. Okay, pause the video and you have to write down the note regarding total energy of particle in simple harmonic motion, that is half m omega square a square. Here a is amplitude, and this diagram also you have to do in your note. Pause the video and you have to write down the note. Okay, so this is average kinetic energy, and all the steps also you have to write. In the next page, rest of the derivation of the average kinetic energy. Here from here it will be starts. Pause the video and you have to write down. And here this integral whatever we done, that 0 that derivation I have written in a box, but no need to write this derivation in the exam. You have to write the integration of 0 to t cos will be 0. Direct you have to write. These things no need to write in the exam, because we know that the average value of cos and sin is equal to 0, because cos and sin function fluctuates or oscillates in between plus 1 and minus 1. So hence plus minus 1 by 2 is nothing but 0. We know that. So hence whenever we have to try to find out the average value of cos and sin, it will be always 0. So no need to write this much things in your exam, but write down in the note and put it in the box. And hence kinetic energy we found this much. Okay, pause the video and write down the note. Then we have to go for the potential energy. Potential energy. Similarly, the average potential energy will be 1 by t integration of 0 to t potential energy, that is, this is instantaneous potential energy, into dt, which is the so called total potential energy throughout the oscillation. This is total potential energy for one oscillation. So here you can define the average potential energy is nothing but total potential energy for one oscillation divided by time period of the oscillation. Okay, so now we are going to find out what will be its value. So we can put 1 by t, 0 to t, potential energy is how much? Half m omega square x square into dt. Okay, but we know that x is equal to a sine omega t plus phi. This is the instantaneous displacement. So now you put over here, it will be 1 by t, 0 to t, half m omega square a sine omega t plus phi whole square into dt. You can take the constant terms outside the integration, 1 by t into 1 by 2 into m omega square, here also a square. Inside the integration we found sine square omega t plus phi into dt. So this can be written as also 1 by 2t into m omega square a square. Here 0 to t, here this also can be written as 1 plus cos 2 omega t plus phi by 2 into dt. Right? Now these two can be go outside, 1 by 4t into m omega square a square. It can be written as 0 to t dt plus 0 to 2t integration cos 2 into omega t plus phi into dt. At the time of evaluating kinetic energy, we found this integration value is nothing but 0. Okay, and one thing I want to share with you, that average of sine and cosine, whenever you want to find out, that will be 0 always. Why? See, sine, suppose we are going to consider the sine x, this will be, the graph is this one, that means it is oscillating in between plus 1 and minus 1. So what will be the average? Average will be 0, right? Likewise, if you are going to consider the cos x, this is x axis, cos x, also it is oscillating in between plus 1 and minus 1. So what will be the average? Average will be 0. So whenever you are trying to find out the average value of sine and cosine function, always that value will be 0. So here what we are trying to find out, the average value of cosine function in one oscillation, that will be automatically 0. So also we evaluated mathematically, also we found this term will be 0. Now what we found, 1 by 4t into m omega square a square into this value, integration of 0 to t into dt will be t, and we found that, at last we found what? Okay, potential energy is equal to, here t got cancelled, 1 by 4 m omega square a square, which is equal value with the kinetic energy. So average potential energy and average kinetic energy, both are equal, we found after the derivation. Okay, so hence we can write that average potential energy is equal to average kinetic energy is equal to how much? That is 1 by 4 m omega square a square. So here I am giving you the note. You pause the video, write down perfectly the notes. So regarding potential energy and its derivation with all the steps this is the note. You just pause the video and write down the note. Okay, pause the video, write down the note. So here integration 0 to t cos 2 omega t plus phi dt, also one term we can get, and this value we already derived, that is 0. Okay, so we got potential energy average also 1 by 4 m omega square a square, whatever we discussed. So hence kinetic energy is equal to average average potential energy will be equal to 4 m omega square a square, and total energy will be half m omega square a square, whatever we got previously, this one. Okay. Now this figure also you have to do, this figure. This is the representation of total energy. This one, this dotted line is total energy, value is half m omega o square a square. Here a is the amplitude, and this dotted line at the middle is the average kinetic energy is equal to average potential energy is equal to 1 by 4 m omega square a square, and wherever the kinetic energy will be maximum, there we can get the potential is minimum. So if this line is kinetic energy, so this line will be, this dotted line will be potential energy, what we have been discussed. Okay, do it perfectly in your note, and these are the dotted lines. Okay, these are dotted lines. This is the dotted line, belongs to potential energy. So the curve belongs to potential energy. Do that curve in the format of dotted line. Okay, and kinetic energy, you draw the curve dark line. Okay, you draw this figure. Okay, so you can see at the end of the note I drawn this figure. This is the variation of kinetic energy and potential energy. That means, suppose this is the blue line is belongs to your kinetic energy, and this green line is belongs to potential energy. That means both are conserved with each other. So as much kinetic energy increases, that amount of potential energy is going to be decrease, and vice versa. Here this is the total energy. How much is half m omega square a square. Okay, so at a particular time where the kinetic energy is minimum, at that point we can found the potential energy is maximum. So this is belongs to, yes, the blue line is kinetic energy. So here we can found that if the kinetic energy will be minimum, exactly the potential energy will be maximum. So as much it has to be decreased, the so called kinetic energy, the potential energy will be increased with the same amount. So only for that the average kinetic energy and potential energy will be exactly passed through this middle. See, here crossed, kinetic energy and potential energy crossed. So this value is nothing but how much is 1 by 4 m omega square a square. This value, this is the energy, and this is belongs to time period t. Sorry, time period, not the time period, time only time. With the time, how the kinetic energy and potential energy is going to vary for a simple harmonic motion of a particle. So this side is belongs to energy. This is belongs to energy, and this is your average kinetic energy and potential energy. Both have the same value. How much? 1 by 4 m omega square a square. And the total energy, that is kinetic energy plus potential energy, will be how much? That is half m omega square a square. So you draw this figure. This line is passed through the wherever they have been crossed with each other. Through that crossed, this dotted line is passed. So draw this figure perfect in your note, and watch carefully this video. write down the note, and if you faced any problem, any doubt, you can ask me. We are going to discuss. Okay, so thank you so much for watching this video. Thank you.